Good morning, everyone. So, my report is about cost control in storage. So, first, I will show you the flow of control in storage operation. First, stocks are segregated and classified. So, dry items are separated from cold. Meat and seafood are pre-weighed, pre-portioned, and vacuum packed. Then, inventory tag and labels are assigned to each item. Goods are arranged to facilitate FIFO or first in, first out. Then, perishable items are segregated and stored in appropriate freezer or chillers. Movement and status of stocks are recorded. Condition expiration of stocks are regularly checked. Physical inventory is undertaken. Actual balance is reconciled with expected balance. So, this is the steps of this is the flow of control in storage operation. When you have stocks, you need to follow this flow so your items or goods will be not contaminated. Next is the control policies in storage. So delivered stock are supposed to be stored directly to the storeroom except those considered direct or directly issued like perishable foods. No unauthorized employee should have access to the storeroom and storage cabinet. Dry goods must be arranged in shelves in such way that all stocks are in more visible and accessible location. Then, perishable items like vegetables and fruit are to be stored pre-packed in standard sizes and weights in plastic bags sealed and labeled. Storage areas should be properly ventilated to avoid spoilage. The whole premises of the stockroom should be kept clean and sanitized, free from sources of bacterial contamination like pests, dirt, garbage, and other things that can cause contamination. Meats and seafood must be labeled and the label must indicate the expiration date and the date of issuance. Then stock must be segregated accordingly perishable from non-perishable. There should be regular checking of the expiration date of stocks. If there are items that are about to expire or are not moving, the storekeeper must initiate a forced issue before they get spoiled. Store foods must be protected from potential contamination like dust, rodents, insects, and clean and unsanitary equipment and utensils. Unnecessary hand contact, coughs and sneezes, flooding and drainage, refrigerator, condensation, and other possible sources. So next is the securing stockroom. Security measures should be taken such that stocks in the storage area are always safeguarded from the thief or losses. So don't forget. The next is the measure to be implemented. First is all stocks are to be stored in designated stock rooms as follows. There are cold storage room for cold items we keep in chillers and freezers. The dry storage, which food items must be kept in covered bins to protect from pest infestation. Supplies and materials storeroom, storage and safekeeping of non-food items like kitchen and dining supplies. So it means that supplies and materials should not be stored together with the food items. Next, stockroom, cabinets and freezer chillers containing stock should be locked. Only the stock clerk shall have access to all storeroom and storage cabinet assigned to him. So losses of a product can be avoided. There should be one door to serve as entrance for accepting deliveries and for issuance to avoid confusion. Doors should always be locked whenever there are or neither deliveries nor withdrawal transaction. Next, the temperature control, which is the danger zone. The danger zone whereby bacteria grows and multiplies between 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 degrees Celsius and 140 Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. And the next is the cold and hot. Cold temperature below danger zone will not kill bacteria, but it will slow down their growth, while hot temperature above the danger zone will kill bacteria. So cold temperature of potentially hazardous foods will be below 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 degrees Celsius or below. Storage for potentially hazardous food must have a numerically scaled thermometer, accurate to positive and negative degrees of Fahrenheit. The internal temperature of potentially hazardous food requiring hot storage should be at or above 140 Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. Then the maintaining the cleanliness and sanitation in the storeroom is the storage compartment and its premises should be kept clean and sanitary at all times to prevent bacterial contamination that can damage the foods. Clean stockroom, free of messes and undisposed garbage prevents foods contamination and food spoilage. So in short, always clean the area before leaving while or always keep clean the kitchen. The next is sanitation standards in receiving and storage. So receiving of foods, food is inspected for possible food odor and sign of contamination. So you need to inspect the food in case na ay food nga appeal is expired na or something dili na siya pwede gamiton. Perishable foods are immediately placed inside the refrigerator and freezer. So bawal siya ipatunghay. Then empty containers and packages are promptly discarded and disposed. The receiving are kept clean and free of food particles and debris. Canned items that we receive are not damaged to prevent botulism. Canned items, dairies, and other perishable are not yet expired nor almost about to expire. So better check the manufacture date and expiration date. So these are the food are This is the dry and cold storage area. The next is the cost control in issuance, requisition and issuance. So this is for the return and addition forms of Mayfair restaurant and catering service. So this is an example of return and addition to requisition form. So this is all my report. Thank you.